obviously Giannis is playing at an unbelievable clip right now. I mean, I think I screenshotted the stat here for you because I wanted to read a couple of them on here. He, after tonight, and this is right after the Bucks just beat the Wizards, he now ties Wilt with 30-point triple-doubles.
Wilt Chamberlain?
He tied Wilt Chamberlain for the most 30-point triple-doubles all time. It gets better. It's tough to say it gets better from Wilt, but it somehow gets better. He has tied Magic Johnson with 40-point triple-doubles.
What? And
he's also tied Michael Jordan with 35-point triple-doubles.
That's crazy, bro.
It's insane.
That's low-key greatness. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I always, he asked me. You see what he asked me before? He was like, "Oh, your brother had a good game." I was like, "Oh, he was okay." But that's low-key greatness right there.
Right? Anytime. Imagine being, I don't care.
I can downplay that to him. I can be like, "Hey, good game. Let's go on to the next one." But like, it's special, man.
I don't care if it's like Gatorade's drank during an NBA game. If you can say that you are on the same level as Wilt, Magic, and MJ, yeah, it means something.
It means a lot, man. Just the hard work he's put in, and just like him being relentless.
One of the things I think fans, they always ask, and we have a couple questions here for you that I got during the game from fans for you. But one of the things that I think fans always ask is, and reporters would be curious about this too, when Giannis has a game like this, you can joke and say he was all right, like he's cool, he had a nice little game. But when you talk to him, whether it's after the game or whether it's later today or tomorrow, when you guys talk about this game, what would you actually tell him?
I'm proud of you. Don't stop. That's what I just said. I'm proud of you. Just don't stop. Let's keep it up. Easy peasy. Go
I feel like that's been the motto for everything he said about you in the locker room, for everything Dame has said about you as a teammate. It's always like, this is great. What's next? And that it kind of defines your
love it. Don't get me
personality,
wrong. I love it, but at the same time, it's the NBA. That's the thing. This is not a weekly thing. This is not a monthly thing. You don't get a month to celebrate.
Fair.
You get a few hours to celebrate and then go to sleep and then let's do it again. You know what I'm saying? And then go play the next game. So,
no, that makes perfect sense. I did want to get to a couple of the questions that fans sent your way, just different social media.
By the way, I have two things about the game as well.
Oh, what else we got?
Want to say, Koulibaly. This kid from...
the kid from Washington?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Point guard. Love this guy.
Really?
Such a pro, bro. He got fouled at some point, and he was ready to... I don't know how you guys call it here. You guys say like he was ready to crash out. He was ready to like go crazy.
Oh, yeah.
And he really kept it together. And then I was like, oh, that's a pro right there. He's gonna have a bright future. Him loves watching Jordan Poole play. Just unorthodox sometimes, but just like Wayne. He was like, I'm in Milwaukee. I'm not giving up. I just kept going to the basket.
You root for different players around the league, but if you come, especially from the city of Milwaukee, I'll always root for you. I don't care what team you play for. Jordan Poole is my guy, and like I love seeing him have success.
And I saw Alexander Sarr for the first time up close.
Yeah, how was that?
So he went number 2, right?
He did go number 2.
Was great body. I can see why he went number 2 based on potential too. Great body, like just big.
Because he's one of the guys. Did he play Costas? Did you see him when he was younger?
Yeah. So no, Costas played with Victor.
Oh, that's what it was.
Teammates with Victor. Costas was teammates with Wemby. But it was great to see him up close. I can't wait to see the other guy from Atlanta.
It's funny you bring him up because I wanted to ask you about when you get drafted.
Yeah.
Do you think, just from a professional athlete perspective, like where you're drafted can affect you mentally?
What? 100%.
It's totally 100%. Unfair, right? But like I get it.
No, it's unfair and fair. But sometimes you can get drafted to an organization and then be like, oh, sure, okay. And then you can get drafted to another organization that just like really builds character and really builds you up, but then you don't get to play. That's what happened to me. Like I was with the Knicks and I felt like I was one of the best players in the world. Like when I got drafted to the Knicks, I was like, bro, I'm in New York.
Yeah.
I got drafted to the Knicks, like Phil Jackson drafted me. So, but I didn't get the chance to play as many games and stuff like that. And then I went overseas and then started playing and really building my career and then coming back. But same thing, you can get drafted to a small city, but you're playing.
Yeah.
So that's play a role.
It's just interesting to me because I think a guy like Sarr, he's in there and he was drafted, I want to say second, but it might top 3, whatever.
Yeah.
And there's obviously a ton of expectation and a ton of pressure that comes with being the number 2 overall pick. I feel like there is, or at least
not anymore. It used
not
to
anymore?
be when Braun was going number 1. When this is the decade before. Not anymore. Now this is all about build.
So building. Now it's just like you have years to develop.
You think they have expectations from Zach, the first round pick, or from Sarr? What kind of expectation can you have? What would you expect for him to turn around his franchise?
I maybe not turn around. Maybe you're making a good point here.
You know what I mean?
No, because I guess I was thinking.
You did have from Melo. Yeah. You did have from Braun. You did have from all those guys getting drafted number 1.
Wade at 5.
They had to come in and produce right away, but not anymore. It doesn't work like that.
Maybe that's
anymore.
not the thing anymore.
No, now it's based on potential, what they can be in the next 2-3 years.
I think I get caught up in the football world there because
football's totally
the
different.
comparison I was going to make is like if you get drafted top 5 in football, right? You're expected to instantly
impact
go
the franchise.
there. And a lot of times guys fail because you're on a team that wasn't successful the year before. There's all this pressure. There's all these expectations. Unless you're LeBron, it's like impossible to meet. But the Wizards also have a guy like Johnny Davis who was drafted top 10, I think right at 10, and he's not playing right now. But I don't feel like there's like any pressure or expectations to like, oh, we drafted you top 10. You got to go out there and do this. Like he's going to build. He's going to get there, and he's going to have a long career. He's a talented player. But yeah, maybe you're right. In basketball, it has kind of changed, huh?
A lot, and they've seen that. That's why they don't want to have. That's why they don't approach it that way. Because when they did approach it that way, it would be, oh, this guy's is not good enough. Oh, this guy's a bust. Or this guy's.
They call him a bust by the All-Star break.
Exactly.
And now basketball is really kind of like Chet Holmgren missed his whole first year. I'm trying to just think of bigger name guys that came out.
Let me ask you a question. Who was the number 1 pick when Jokic got drafted?
What year was that? 13? No, 14. 2014 draft. I should know this because this was your draft class. 2014 NBA draft, number 1 overall pick.
He plays for Golden State. I'll give you a hit.
He's currently playing for Golden State? Oh, man. I'm blanking on this one. It's not Fultz. That's too early for Fultz, right?
Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about Andrew Wiggins because he got traded immediately. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what happened.
Andrew Wiggins.
Yep.
Next year, you remember the number 1 pick? Who was the number 1 pick when Luka was in the?
See, I hate being put on the spot.
Luka. No, I'm not asking.
Luka's was big man from Arizona, DeAndre Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton that was it?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, you can check it out.
Ayton, Luka, Trae Young.
Exactly, and then you keep it moving. You see, it's more about the talent, and then you just got to pick. You got to pick a good one. So. That's all. Let's go.
No, that's interesting. That makes sense. There's going to be a lot of NBA fans watching this who are just like, how do you not know the top pick in the 20s?
It's okay.
It's things I probably should know or knew at one point in my life.
Just comment underneath and see.
I want to grab a couple of these fan questions. Okay. One of the ones that I thought was interesting, so I just want to get their name. Deer Tracks Basketball is what their name is on X. It said, was there a pregame meal for you? Or, this is the one I like better, who had the weirdest pregame meal?
Pregame meal for me, I mean, there's always been like either something lean or a salad. So I make a salad, and you guys can keep these ingredients like really. This is like a secret of game day, not getting out of shape. It's tuna, tomato, cucumber, rice, and a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of oil and vinegar, and just mixed out as a salad. It's Mediterranean. It's incredible.
So it sounds very Mediterranean.
Yeah, incredible.
All right, not bad.
Get you there. You don't get too puffed up or anything like for the game, and you get full of energy and protein and stuff.
The last fan question I had for you today is,
the weirdest I've ever seen was that, I don't know if it's weird.
Now we're talking.
And the weirdest I've ever seen was one of my teammates had pasta, bolognese meat sauce, had the cheese, and then put a whole 3 packs of honey on top of it.
Huh.
And I was shocked when I saw that, right? So in my head, like, think about this. I see it, it's shocked. Then I tried it. It was actually nice, but it was weird. It felt weird.
I've heard of honey pregame for a lot of things, honing mid-workout for a lot of things.
No. I'm talking about honey on pasta, bolognese, guys. And Ujas, when you click this, put the ingredients too so you can see. But yeah.
You said you tried it?
Yeah, I tried it. It was good. It wasn't that bad.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm trying to...
It wasn't that bad.
You know what? I'm not gonna knock until I try it. That's my thing with food. People would be like, "Oh, this food's gross." If you like it, enjoy it. But also
try it first. I'm not the type of guy that goes to a restaurant and all of a sudden, they bring a food and I start to add stuff. No, I'll try it first and then I add. I'm like, oh yeah. They don't really know what I like. No.
All right, this one coming in. Want to end the pod today with this question: if you could bring any EuroLeague player to the NBA, people know you watch a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
If you could bring any EuroLeague player to the NBA, who would it be?
Oh, it's a lot of them, man.
Let's do top 3 guys you would just be curious to see in the NBA. Or do you know what? You can also consider this like a name to watch out for who might enter the NBA draft in a few years.
Enter the NBA draft in a few years. There's a guy who plays at the 3 for Madrid. His name is Ndiaye. Big dude, 3-man. Him. And there's so many, man. So many. There's a lefty point guard.
Ooh.
He's kind of undersized, but like, man, I would love to see him in the NBA. His name is not Haifa, but I think he plays for Paris.
Okay.
Plays for Paris basketball.
How undersized? Are you talking like 6'1" or he's
something like that. I think it has to be 6'1" or something like that. But like I would love to see him in the NBA.
Okay.
But there's so many. Like I'd love to see my brother in the NBA. Coaches like, bro, shot blocking in the NBA. There's the rhythm up and down. But like there's people apart from my family. I would love to see those 2 guys. Another name to watch out for.
I know what he's listed at. How tall is Kostas these days? Because I saw some pictures.
He's like Jan.
Okay.
He's the same
I thought he was up there. He's six double digits.
Yeah, 6'11" and a half, 7 feet. Yeah.
Because
I know a lot of people say that they see us national team. They go like, "What?"
No, I saw him. I saw a picture not too long ago, and I made a note to ask you because I was just like, "Oh, he's not 6'8", 6'9". Like I saw him in the photos. Like, yeah, he's up there.
Well, he's up there. Oh, it's true. Dang. I mean, the other guys I see have already played in the NBA. Like Kendrick Nunn's already played in the NBA.
Kendrick Nunn's killing it right now overseas.
I would love to see like Matias Lesord or like Tima Morneke, like those type of guys. Tima Morneke, like my guy, like he plays for Baskonia. Like those guys, love to see those guys in the NBA. It's just, they are making a killing right now overseas. So it's hard. It's one of those things about the NBA that people don't say this enough. That the NBA, if the NBA just knows that you just want to come to the NBA, they don't really want you. But once they know that you can go overseas, you can go anywhere you want to go, they don't want to sign you because they're like, now there's a broader market for him. Yeah. He's not just thinking about teams. Because if they're thinking like, you can only go to Phoenix or you can only go here, stuff like that, but I don't see him going there, we can wait and check out the market. But if they know that, no, we can lose him to overseas, we can lose to any team.
Gotcha.
The world, now they're like, let's just sign him. So
that makes sense. I think one of the things people forget about is like, I know a lot of guys who played college basketball and they're like, went overseas, they had that opportunity. And for some guys, you're there for a year or 2 and you come home and get a job. Some guys have made 10, 12-year careers over there that I know that I'm like, all right, like you did your thing, like you made a full career out of this athletic gift. Like I think it's great. So many people are just like, you got to play in the NBA, but like, no, you said the power forwards from Madrid, you play 6 years for Real, like you're making money.
It's elite. Yeah. They treat you like a king. Like it's legit. Anyway, Greece, Germany, Greece, Spain, Italy. It's like they treat you so good. Like amazing.
If you had to take the NBA out of it, you had to play for one of the teams you played for overseas.
I mean, obviously, the first thing is, the team I played for is like one of the best. That was just one of the best. But then I had to pick, obviously, Spain, and I love playing in Spain. So
I've heard you mention you love playing in Spain.
Yeah, playing in Spain, and then it's obviously Italy. After that, it's Italy, Armani, Virtus, like all those teams.
As you know, my love of food, I'd play in Italy or Spain real quick. I would do so. I would have to work out 4 times a day.
Those country. And obviously France now with 3 teams. Paris, Asvel, and Monaco. And Monaco now has
Monaco, I said. Monaco's got your guy.
So I'm definitely.
So we somehow went from recapping Bucks Wizards to that, but it's okay. It's a great Bucks win.
Recap, Bucks were great. Wizards was great as well. They play hard. They wanted to win 13 in a row. They've lost. They really brought it today. They stayed with the Bucks the entire game.
It was like a 6-point game.
Yeah, the entire game, and
left.
really, and the Bucks took care of business. So on to the next one, fellas.
And then we can wrap up today's with that.
And another Thanalysis show comes to an end. Thank you guys. Please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share with your friends. We love feedback. Any way you get the show, either in the audio or YouTube or on Instagram, on Twitter, please hit us up, engage with us. We're loving it.
And don't forget, Thanalysis is presented by our friends over at Gruber Law Offices.
Gruber Law?
One call.
That's all. Thank you guys so much. And we want to say a special thank you to Car Bliss, one of our sponsors, who's been with us since the beginning, and Potawatomi Casinos and Hotels. You guys are amazing. So...